حادثة لا محالة آتية ما بين رايحة تمر.
I appreciate you. I appreciate what you stand for, and I'm sorry for the way you're treated in our country.
No. So look, you don't represent all Americans. You know, same thing as that. I don't represent all Muslims. I might do something bad to you right now, but that means that I am deficient as a person. And an American might do something, might be racist or have hatred in his heart, you know, but that doesn't represent Americans themselves. So I don't have that perception of Americans. There are American Muslims as well, that they are American white American.
I've just passed by a couple times. You've been busy the whole time, and I just wanted you to know. I don't know. I felt like I needed to say it. Maybe
look, you know, the thing is that you are in. Look, I appreciate a lot that you want to apologize to me, but I don't see you like that. You know, I don't look at anyone in that way. I don't have preconceived ideas when I look at people. Is that when you speak to me and you can convey your own thoughts and who you are as a person to me directly,
right,
then that would allow me to make a judgment. Even you having tattoos, I do not have a preconceived idea of a person that has tattoos.
I think that my ignorance, you know, is that I do take on that weight, you know, for everybody, for Trump, for the racists, because my country's a mess. We're fighting each other now over what I think is a ridiculous reason. There's so much other that we could be working on. And I'm sorry for my ignorance. I'm sorry for not knowing more than I do after even being there. I'm sorry for the things that happened there. I just want you to
it is refreshing to meet someone like you that is actually open to kind of learning about Islam. Because a lot of people, they're not willing to learn about Islam, and they're not open to different ways of life and different people. We don't just believe that one sort of kind of, how can I put it, like that if I live in a certain location and something is foreign to me, it doesn't mean that thing is wrong.
Exactly.
Right? It just means that maybe I need to open up my mind and my heart to that thing. But Islam itself, we do not believe in race in terms of racism, right? In the Quran, I should verse in the Quran, yes, which is quite powerful.
I actually own one, yes.
Okay, it's good, it's good to hear that you have one yourself. If you go to chapter 30 and you go to verse 22, it says, "And of his signs is the creation of the heavens and the earth, and the diversity of your languages and your colors. Indeed, in that are signs for those of knowledge." Right? So in our difference, there is a unity, there is a beauty, there is a commonality, so that we can love one another.
Right.
And we can see the creative capacity and the magnificence in our difference.
Fantastic.
So the way that we as Muslims view people of different races is completely different. And we will say that this has to come from the Creator himself. Is that the way that we would understand what is the truth, or what is right and wrong, is that this has to come from the Creator.
It's done on purpose. It's to bring us together,
Yes.
not to pull us apart.
Yes, but people that have a disease in their hearts, that look at their race and they believe that they are superior, this is a disease in the heart, because they are disconnected from the Creator and they do not know why the Creator has created us differently.
Or even know that the Creator is there.
Excellent, right? Is that they don't believe that they are accountable for their actions, right? That if I do an action, I cannot just, if I escape the law, it doesn't mean that my action will not be judged. we believe in the day of judgment, that Allah will judge everyone on the day of judgment. However, it will be upon the criteria that He has sent down, which is the Quran, and not based upon our subjective viewpoints.
Picking of it.
Yes.
The whole.
Like for example, you have in America, you have a gun law,
Right.
right? And from my understanding, correct me if you're wrong, but there is a problem with guns at the moment
No, there
in
is
America,
a
right?
massive problem
And there is like mass shootings and
every day.
every day, right?
Every day.
So, but there is, I believe it's the Congress Party that they would advocate it is our right to have a gun,
Exactly.
right? And they will look at other people and say, do not try to take away our gun from us.
Right.
I'm
But no
a-
one has even said they were going to do that.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Is that they'll say, it's my right to carry a gun. But in the UK, we find it shocking that people could actually have a licensed gun. Like you can walk into a gun shop and actually take a gun.
Yeah.
And sometimes even when they are giving the guns, certain things are not checked like mental health or any background, his criminal check.
The Constitution says no matter what, you can own a gun. And that's what they're trying to fight to do. We're trying to fight to stop it.
Excellent, right? So we will say people living in the UK that's quite shocking.
Right.
So how do we judge what's right and wrong? If different places and different societies have different laws and different cultural aspects. 100 years ago, morals and the society was completely different to where is it now, right? So we're saying that there has to be a revelation from the Creator,
Right.
right? But we're saying as Muslims that the Quran, it is an objective way of life. It tells you how to live your life, not based upon your race or your culture or your background, but based upon revelation from the Creator, right?
Right.
The Quran tells you objectively what is right and what is wrong. Yes, but not based on feelings and desire. And we also believe that Allah, the Creator, is one, right? That there's only one Creator of the universe. So we as Muslims, we reject the idea that Jesus is God.
Okay.
Do you believe that? Are you Christian background?
Well, I am actually, I don't really believe in the word agnostic because I feel like in its own way, that's its own religion. People have made it into their own thing, as well as atheist. That's an excuse. I don't know. It's the truth. I don't know. Jesus could have been one of a million street preachers, so I don't put Jesus as an idolatry in any way. I don't hold him as any kind of idol. I guess I learned to nature as my God because this is what I know. I live in it. It's hot today because God wills it to be hot today. Me walking up to you was not necessarily even just my own choice. I felt the need from somewhere.
A Creator, yes. So we will say
Whatever
that.
you want to call it.
We will say it cannot be nature.
Well, I mean, He created nature, and it's what
Yes.
I live in. It's God's. I call it God's breath. It's kind of a joke in our family. I say this is God's breath. This is the only thing that allows me to live. Is what has been given us. So since I can't shake His hand and tell Him directly, I treat my world with kindness. I treat people with kindness. I treat homeless people with kindness. I feed people. We run the refrigerator in our neighborhood that stands outside and feeds people. We put it out, load it every week, and people can come by and get what they need. That's the only thing I know to do.
And that's good, and that's excellent that you want to do good. We would say is that it has to be done for the Creator.
Right.
That the Creator rewards good, and we existing having oxygen, this is because the Creator, He is the most merciful. Knowing that we have oxygen and rain and sustenance, this is the mercy of the Creator, that He has created us and given all the blessings that we have. So we as Muslims, we thank the Creator, but we thank the Creator the way the Creator has taught us
Right.
to the prophets. the revelation that we worship the Creator 5 times a day.
With the prayer towards the east.
Mecca, yes, Mecca, yes,
okay.
right.
I've studied. I tried to know.
It's very good. It's very good. Yeah.
I have to go.
Okay.
But look, I know you're out here a lot. I actually want to stop by and continue talking if I can, if you're not super busy. But thank you.
Thank you so much. One last thing, they can go. Give you a Quran. You have one at home already, or?
No, I do. I own a
Okay.
Quran. Yes.
So it's just a regular conversation. A very nice conversation. Speaking to you, very nice. Appreciate you coming over. Is that we believe that Islam is the truth. That you know that a creator exists. That the creator is one.
Right.
Okay, and that creator is not a human being. We don't believe that creator is a human being. Immaterial, cannot be visualized, cannot be drawn. One supreme being of the universe, right? Not man and not woman. Okay, so what we're saying is that good can only be defined by the creator. As I previously said, is that it becomes subjective. Because what I think is good for myself might not be good for you. You might think that something is good, but I might think that thing is bad. But only the Creator knows what is good for us, because He's not biased, He's not restricted by time period, race, background, culture.
Then it sounds like I might be on a better path than I thought I was. So that's nice to know.
Yes, so doing good, it is something that the Creator rewards. Now, but we are saying that you have to go to the Prophet. That the Prophet Mohammed is the final messenger,
Right.
and the Quran, it is the objective criteria to judge what is right and wrong. Yes.
Thank you.
Thanks so much for your time.
Appreciate
Take care.
it. Thank you.
Thanks so much. Take care.
إن الحوادث لا محالة آتية ما بين رايحة تمر